Welcome back, fellow coders. Jared O'Leary here with BootUp. In this video, I wanted to show you the Architect Simulator Challenge. So this is a project that I'm going to release in a couple of weeks with some lessons and some resources that show you how I created this project. But between now and then, I wanted to give you the opportunity to try and reverse engineer this project to figure out how it might work. So when you press the green flag, it's got an erase button down here, and it's got a bunch of different shapes. You can take these shapes and you can drag them. And when you let go of them, it makes it so that they stay up on this screen. Now you'll notice when I'm doing this, it's snapping this to a grid, so I can't go in between those blocks. See how it's forcing me to snap onto that? And that makes it so that they always line up perfectly. Now there are a bunch of different shapes on here, and what's neat is if I press the right arrow, I can make it so that the shape moves in that direction. If I press the left arrow, it makes it so the shape moves in another direction, and I can stamp it with that new shape, however I want. Now, another function that you can do is if you press the up or down arrows, you can actually change the colors of the sprites, so you can make it so that it looks different. And notice how when you're doing that, it's changing all of these colors, but not the colors up here. And when I press the arrow to move the sprite, it's only changing the one that I'm holding on to, and then when I let go and I'm pressing the arrows like I am now, it's not changing anything down here. Now another neat function about this project is I can stamp on this bottom row right here. However, if I try and stamp in the green section, like I let go now, it doesn't allow me to stamp here. So I can only put the sprites above this section. Now, I'll give you a hint here. The way that I made this grid and the way that I prevented it from doing it down here had to do with the size, the number of pixels of this particular sprite. So it is 32 pixels across, and the grid that it's snapping to is half of that, so it's 16. So those are a couple numbers that might be useful for you, maybe not when you try and recreate this. The last thing that I want to show you is that you can actually press this button right here, and then it erases everything that was on your screen, and you can go back and recreate your new whatever. Okay, so this particular challenge is a little bit difficult, and there are multiple ways that you can do the different features that I demonstrated on here. So down below, you're going to have a link to a remix project. And the remix project has all of the shapes that you need, but none of the shapes have any code in here. So your goal is to figure out what kind of code you need to add to make it so that you can do the functions that you see in this video. And again, this will be down in the description. If you figure out any of these functions and you wanted to share with other people your own version of this project, go ahead and paste it down below in the comments section so that way other people can check it out. And make sure you add some comments explaining what's going on in your project. So I'll eventually release my version of the project so you can kind of compare and see how we may have done things differently. But that's going to be in a couple weeks from now. So I hope you enjoy this challenge. It is a little bit more difficult than the other ones, but have some fun with it. You'll be able to figure it out if you keep trying. Hey everyone, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not watching us on YouTube, you can find us on that platform as well as other social media outlets by searching for BootUp PD. And if you're looking for more free lessons, projects, and resources for teachers and students, visit us at bootuppd.org, where you can also learn about our high-quality professional development.